If you see all sorts of white lights throughout this video, it's not because of angelic. It's because I dropped my phone and broke not only the screen, but the cover, and put a nice little slice right through the front camera. So, I was needing a new phone anyway. Thank you, universe, for pushing me in that direction. Anyway, I really want to talk about holding space today because it's something that was like a huge epiphany for me last week. Every time I talk, I see a crack in the screen, so it's distracting me. I need to focus. I realized that I was holding space for a certain person because I wanted approval from them so badly that I just kept that space there. And once I realized it, it was like, whew, wow. Like, I've spent all this time like wondering why I keep being drawn to this person and not understanding it, but just going with it until I did understand. And then it just put a bunch of pieces of the puzzle together that were missing for life in general. We just hold these spaces for people, and everyone that we meet whom we're drawn to, we're either drawn to them because we don't like them. There's something about them that makes us feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Feel like there's something about them that is mirroring us and we can't stand it. Or it's something very opposite of us and we can't stand it. So we're drawn to them for that reason, and we don't want anything to do with them. Which is fine. Like, if someone is not in my vibration, I don't go and seek them out. I can still appreciate them as a human being and just keep my space over here and their space over there. That's healthy boundaries. But as far as being drawn to someone and not knowing why, we create this little space here. And we fill it with a reason why, but we don't know what that reason is most of the time. And some people are just magnetic and you're drawn to their energy. But once you figure out that reason and you have that little space bubble that you're holding for them and you keep navigating towards them, then you are free to just like be just another human with them, not be drawn to them because they have something you want or you need. As in my case, you needed approval that you were okay, which you don't need that from anyone because you are okay. But it's those little things that we are holding space for that we don't realize we're holding space for, but we just realize that we're just being drawn. So just take that little space bubble when you're being drawn towards someone and just ask why. Why am I being drawn towards this person? What do I see in them that I don't have myself? And what I didn't have was my own approval. I did in some areas, but not in all areas. So once I realized that, it was like just this huge weight was lifted off of me. And I was able to put that together with all different areas of my life where I was still seeking approval. And I think that it's easy to go back to that. But now when I catch myself, since this happened, wanting to seek approval, I automatically remind myself that I don't need approval, even though I didn't know I was seeking approval before. Make sense? It's a little bit confusing, but it's like an aha moment when you get it. So when you're drawn to someone, just have that space for them so that you can both just show up as the best parts of you and not as I'm holding this here because there's something about you that I need in this bubble. It's just you're here and I'm here and let's just be here making the best of it. not needing anything from each other. And it's great to learn from people. We all learn from each other, whether that be labeled as good or bad. It's all how we perceive it and all what we do with it. So anyway, if you, like I said, if you find yourself being drawn to someone, ask why. The universe will give you the answer. And don't force it. Don't sit in the why. That's the worst thing you can do, is just get in your why and be like, why? Just say why. And then it'll come to you when you least expect it. And then it'll be like, aha! And you will be angelic, and there'll be lights everywhere. Anyway, that's all I got, is to hold an empty space. Not a space of needing something. Because you don't need anything. And when you realize you don't need anything, you're also free. So, I love you.